I've been so interested in NBA gambling right now because you're gambling about a sport that already's fixed in theory. Like people are being arrested for fixing the games. So if you're not involved with your, like a favorite player doing some weird fugazi stuff with the line, I mean, who's to blame? Even David Stern, someone who has protected the sanctity of the league during his time as leadership in the NBA, had a scandal about gambling. Michael Jordan had some type of weird fugazi stuff go on with gambling in some capacity. You see, I'm being very vague with this because as soon as you get into the details of it, it gets a lot of confusing because it's not all the same gambling. Like one is prop bets, one is something to do with an illegal casino, like Gilbert Arenas, and then maybe it's all connected in some type of way. Who knows? I'm not the FBI. I just think it's super interesting that we had an actual head coach have to leave his position over any type of thing to do with gambling. I thought Michael Vick all those years ago getting involved with that dog fighting ring would show people like you don't be anywhere near any type of crime, organized crime, while you're literally on TV. But here we are, people involved in organized crime while literally being on TV. You can't make this stuff up. But maybe that level of comfortability came from FanDuel and all these other, gambling sites basically attaching themselves to ESPN and the rest of these folk with fantasy TV shows and leagues updates and hey, should you bet this line and bet that line? Basically turning our favorite sports shows like Around the Horn or all that stuff is a thing of the past. Now we're asking whose line is it anyway over and over again. And I have to say, it's pretty freaking interesting. Me, I'm not involved. Hey, I did it back in high school when I totally should have, and it was fun, and but I'm older now. Like I said, it seems like a big, it really puts the damper on a game because my Carolina Panthers already suck. So, and even though we win a game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game with fantastic fashion, not once I ran through my mind like, I wonder if my defensive tackle is fixing the game. Because I just don't think the team's good enough to do that. Like you get me? Like it seems like a good excuse for your team. Blaming the refs, blaming a player for fixing the game and all this stuff, shaving, seemed like a good excuse for your team being totally awful. Now, you could say the best way to fix a game is what Damon Jones got caught up in a little bit. Knowing if a player would be injured or not. That has been a very interesting thing in my head. If a player is injured, that is a super big deal because that team is inferior to that team for that particular game. If you go from the best player being, let's say if the Jazz and the Lakers played each other, we can go from Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic arguably being the best players on the court to two of them getting injured and Laurie Marketing his. And now the Jazz are the favorite. That can really seriously affect lines, right? So I get that. That part of it, the illegal casino gambling, if you mix with the wrong type of crowd, and I'm not going to be vague with this part. If you get involved in gambling, in high stakes gambling, you are going to get involved with people who would want their money back by any means necessary. Do you get what I'm saying? Like whatever you have to do, like maybe someone who hasn't fumbled a lot somehow fumbles the ball 3 times. It would be easy just to drop the ball because of your nights out for going around. But the NBA, the FBI doing a separate investigation from the NBA, not in conjunction with them, should be a huge red flag. But it's not for most people. But for me, it is. I find it interesting. It's not. I don't know which way, one or the other. I thought it'd be fun to talk about all these little threads we're getting about this guy getting banned from the league, this guy getting taken out the game, this coach being banned, this a radio announcer. I guess that's what you can call Gil now, like a podcaster being taken into the FBI for questioning. All these people just getting picked out. What is it leading to? Is it the 40 arrests that we got? Or is it more? Are we getting a huge crackdown on gambling in sports? Because sports gambling in general, because I don't know. I've seen a lot of documentaries on the subject, and it seems to me the more the more we go deeper into this hole, the more people don't want to see what they have. People to this day say the Kings Lakers series was rigged. People to this day saying the Chiefs run over the past few years have been completely manufactured by referees. People say to this day, no way Eli Manning beat the undefeated Patriots. So you gotta really, some of it's folklore, some of it people don't want to believe, but all of it's a little fishy, isn't it? And when there's smoke, there's fire. And hopefully it's a good smoked fish, because I'm hungry. So let's see, let's see what's about. So more updates on this gambling situation as we get them, in general. And enjoy the plethora of YouTube videos out there telling you, this isn't a problem, I guess. Y'all be blessed.